Here's the Pixel 4a, and we're starting off 95%. Let's go take a look at the tram. Sort of. At least we're going to go in that direction. And we're going to hit up Tramway towards the tram that goes up to the peak of the Sandia Mountain. I think it's a little over 10,000 feet. We're not going to actually go on the tram, so if you're expecting that, sorry guys. This is early in the morning. I don't know what time it opens up, but anyhow, you can at least see the road that leads to it if you're ever in Albuquerque and you want to see the tram. So this is the LG V60, and as you can see, there is a gallery app, and within that gallery app I can find all of the pictures and videos that I took with this particular phone and its camera. Same thing with the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. There's all of its pictures and videos that I've taken with its great cameras. Then there's the Pixel 4a, and when you go into the phone's internal storage and you go to its own individual digital camera imaging folder, you get all of the pictures from your Google Photos. Doesn't matter which phone or which device you've taken the pictures with. If it's stored on Google Photos, you get every last picture. You can see things dated from August of 2020. I got this phone in February of 2021. So that is a pet peeve of mine, because now unless you find the files, that's going to come right here in just a moment, unless you find the files that are labeled PXL, you are not going to find your pictures that the Pixel 4a has taken. You're going to find the pictures for everything that's listed in your Google Photos. I don't know how well you can see that, or if you can see it, if I pass it already. But somewhere the tram is over there. Or at least the tram lines. You can see that barely where that white capped building is. It looks like the tram lines there. Again, some homes that are probably not too cheap. As we start to head more back down into the valley of Albuquerque and driving away from the tram, you will see the landscape. This is the desert. And we're about a mile high, and actually where I'm at right now, probably closer to about 6,000 feet. But this is definitely the desert if you weren't aware of that. Paseo del Norte. This street runs roughly east and west across town. This is one of the major thoroughfares that crisscrosses Albuquerque. Turns into a freeway for a couple of miles. Look at some of those homes, huh? So you'll notice, even though there's just one camera, you've got the option for video and audio, listen to me, video and camera to select 2 times. So this is going to be a digital zoom, but just interesting that they have that option right there, as if you've got a second or a dedicated camera that can automatically zoom 2 times. I think it's interesting anyway. A little over an hour later, we're at 80%. Now by 9:20 in the evening time, we dropped down to 43%. But keep in mind that this was with moderate usage. So by the time I got done with shooting the video, basically I didn't use the phone that much, or just a little bit of streaming here and there, a little bit of web browsing. The battery will last you all day under those conditions, but if you're really using the camera, really taking a lot of pictures, really doing a lot of video, really heavy on the streaming or gaming, you're going to need to recharge this phone probably midday. You get the battery capacity, not very big. I think it's a little over 3,000 milliamp hours. Granted, it's a small phone, but so a small battery. But you're going to burn through the battery pretty quickly under heavy usage. The Pixel 4a has great speakers. Sounds very good. So also keep in mind, if you're not using the phone speakers, you have a headphone jack. So if you have a great pair of wired earphones, you're going to get great output from that headphone jack as well. A couple other things that's really refreshing about this phone. One, the screen, the OLED display. First, the OLED display looks great natural colors. I don't think they're overblown like what you would see on Samsung, even though I really love Samsung displays. But it's only 5.8 inches, so this phone fits in the hand very well. It's not like the huge over 6, almost 7-inch diagonal displays that we're seeing on Android today with both mid-range and flagship phones. And as we look at some low light and nighttime video and pictures from the Pixel 4a, the other thing that I find refreshing is that you have the fingerprint sensor. So there's no face unlock option, and in the age where we're having to wear the mask all the time, it is a nice change of pace from having to take the mask off all of the time, from having to punch in the PIN number constantly to open your phone up. And to throw some other specs out there, you've got 6 gigabytes of RAM, you have 128 gigabytes of storage, no SD card expansion, but that's a good amount here in early 2021, 128 gigabytes. And the performance out of the Snapdragon 730G processor, unless you're doing heavy-duty gaming on this phone, which you probably wouldn't be looking at this phone anyway for that, it's the everyday usage, fluid and smooth, and what you would expect from stock Android. So until the next version of the Pixel A series comes out, I think the Pixel 4a is one of the best values that you will find on Android here in early 2021. Terrific little phone. You get Android updates right away as soon as the newest Android version comes out. This started on Android 10. You're probably going to get up to Android 13. Great little phone. Thanks for watching.